Hey guys, it's Pura from Techvoize, and you're watching In Case You Missed It, where we recap 5 articles from the previous week. Mark Zuckerberg is the 6th richest man in the world, and this past week he visited Africa for the first time without any bodyguards or security. While there, he visited Rosemary Nuaku, who owns an Express Wi-Fi stand, which is a Facebook initiative. This allows local natives to build businesses by providing their community with access to the internet. He also met with developers at Andela and CC Hub and also hosted a town hall Q&A.
I think one of the most important things is just staying focused on learning as much as you can.
He also tried African food for the first time, including powdered yam, ugali, fried tilapia and even snail, which he found delicious. Next up, Apple could be faced with a huge bill by the EU after it has come to light that Ireland had a deal with Apple that allowed Apple to pay a fraction of the tax compared to other businesses. Apple has had another issue with tax in Italy, but Tim Cook is adamant that Apple does pay its taxes. This bill is expected to be in the billions, with Bloomberg estimating a fine of up to $19 billion. More on Apple a bit later. Twitter wants to encourage content creators to use its platform for sharing videos, as opposed to YouTube or Facebook Live. Twitter's offering is rather fruitful because it will give 70% to the creator, as opposed to YouTube, which gives 55%. Twitter's plans are unconfirmed for now, but it makes sense, and I for one am quite tempted already. If it proves true, who knows how many people will switch. Could give Twitter an edge over Facebook and YouTube with its more generous offering. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Uber. Have you heard of Careem? It offers similar services to Uber and is its direct competition in the UAE. Both have been struggling recently, with Uber announcing a $1 billion loss in the first half of this year, but now both have been suspended in Abu Dhabi without reason. Careem has recently resumed limited service, but Uber is still suspended, and no one knows why. Back to Apple now, and yes, Apple has announced when its iPhone 7 event will be. Mark your calendars for September 7th. The iPhone 7 is expected to make way with the headphone jack, but is expected to come with an adapter. Nice of Apple, eh? There is also rumoured to be an iPhone 7 Plus or Pro model equipped with a dual camera, a first for the fruit-shaped tech giant. Stay tuned to Techvoize as we'll bring you articles on everything Apple announces. Lastly, it seems Apple and Samsung have made a bit of a boo-boo. Let's start with Samsung. They have done a global recall of their Note 7 smartphone after reports of devices catching fire and exploding while charging. There have been 35 cases of this worldwide. We have to applaud Samsung for reacting quickly and replacing current devices in the interest of customer safety. With Apple, their iPhones have been plagued recently by touch disease, which makes iPhones unresponsive to touch. It's more common with iPhone 6 Plus models, but also occurs in iPhone 6. The class action lawsuit against Apple would require it to repair, replace, or recall the iPhones. Now might be a good time to update your iPhone to iOS 9.3.5, which fixes a zero-day exploit that would allow a hacker to remotely jailbreak your phone and install spyware. That brings us to our question for this video. How do you feel that these issues will impact sales for both Samsung and Apple, especially with Apple due to announce the iPhone 7 in a few days? Let us know down below. That's all for this week's In Case You Missed It. Leave a like if you enjoyed and tune in next week for more. Links to stories shown will be in the description, as well as all our social media links, so check those out. You've just been voiced.